Yeah, I'm pleasantly surprised. We're
All right,
here.
we're live.
Oh, I should get my notes. That would
Everyone,
help.
Hello, future me.
we're
Listening
alive.
back to this.
Everyone, share your mother's maiden credit card number.
I think my mom throws those away though after they're expired. Like I don't think that
Damn.
that's gonna really help giving you her maiden credit card number. Like she's gotten a lot more since then.
We'll fish it out.
All right, fine.
Anyway,
I'll settle for
enough
the
about
first
the
four
joke.
digits of your dog.
I'm going to steal this joke now.
Go for it. It's already stolen.
Oh, well, hell yeah. Just send it along the pipeline where it's a copy of a copy of a copy of a copy of a copy.
See, they say you can't kill what's already dead, but you can steal what's already stolen.
Uh-huh.
Exactly.
All right, so pull up the music. Display size, increase. Why doesn't it set this to the default? I don't know.
Okay.
All right, so you guys have the end of the day to go over, your stuff. We had some roleplay scenes at the end of yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Or not yesterday, last week. I'm normally
Time has no
well
meaning.
adjusted.
It's fine.
Tell that
Time
to
has
the
no
week
meaning.
I just had.
Yeah. Oh God.
Been
Yeah.
a jaloon of
I was about to
months.
say. I was gonna say, tell me about it. Except for once, no, did not tell me about it. You've had the worst week,
I'm sorry to hear.
but it's okay because
Fine.
we're here now, and
We're here now.
so we can have the fun.
Okay. So yeah, what are you guys up to in your free time? You can talk to people.
Yeah, I think I was gonna do something, by the way, because I know that Violet and Skylar were initially gonna be like, "Oh, we're gonna do a trainer battle," and I decided that I don't think that's gonna happen. The thing where Skylar takes a lap turns into him just like doing some running. I was gonna turn that into a training session for some skills stuff, essentially, where it's just like an athletics training session. However, I was gonna initially do this with Sigurd, but Sigurd is currently capped out on athletics, so.
We could say that they could battle each other for some training. Like a friendly sparring thing.
Yeah,
maybe,
you could have a trainer battle amongst yourselves. But I will not stat that or roll or make you roll for it or any of that because speaking from experience, it's a bad idea.
Yeah, I am well aware of that, hence why I said we can say they did it.
But you guys can do that for like the stat bonuses and all that. Yeah, so what's let me go check
The stat bonuses?
It's not stat bonus, victory points.
Oh, okay. Maybe actually.
How would that work? I'm going to say... Okay, if you guys want to have a friendly battle with each
At least per
other,
Pokemon that we have.
here's what I'm going to say. You can gain victory points equal to the amount of Pokemon in the other player's party. So if Skylar and Violet were to go up against each other, you would both get 5 victory points to distribute as you wish among your Pokemon.
You know,
Is that
I'm
fair?
happy with that.
I'd take that. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take that.
And
Yeah.
hopefully that's not broken.
Hopefully.
I don't think so because that's
yeah,
not something
and
that we're
I'm
going
not
to
going to
do
be
very
like,
often.
yo, if we do a double battle, we can max up. And they're like, nah.
You
Nah.
can't do
Fine.
No, I'm just gonna.
That sounds good.
You can't do
I'm
a
just
double
gonna-
battle. There's only 3 of
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, I'm gonna just take the. I'm just gonna take the 5 victory points and just hand them all to Durin. I'm gonna hand 3 of them to Durin. I'm gonna give 2 of them to.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give 2 of them to Ratatosker.
Obviously not tonight, but that could be a fun thing to just do one day. Of just, like, a friendly match.
I fight you, and you fight me, and we both fight each other. Wait, that's just how a battle works.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so, if you want to do that, that leaves...
No, I'll just take 5 victory points to
If
Durin.
are
Take 4
Skylar and
victory points to
Violet
Durin.
gonna do a battle? That leaves
Yeah, I
Steph to
think
do
so.
something else.
Sounds good to me.
What do I want to do?
I think after, if I remember correctly, I think after the battle, Skylar's gonna notice how many notifications he has on his styler from his mom, and he's gonna be like, "Ah, crap! I better call her."
Just what? Call me, Skylar.
I forget what that was in context to, honestly.
Oh, Skylar basically texted her and was just like, "Hey, I know you're not planning on it. But please don't go like north or like up towards Acuity or anything like that right now, because like things are getting weird. It's been a very long, stressful past couple of days, and something's being handled, but just don't go up there, please." Basically, and it was perhaps not the most coherent set of texts, being like, "Hey, maybe stay put for a bit," and the result was that, because that was the point where he went and he took a lap, and then I came back and did the battle
God,
at this point. So he probably calls and explains more, and it's just like, "Hey, there are some people threatening some bad stuff around the 3 lakes. Maybe just don't go near them right now, and you'll be fine. It's being handled, but just in case." Cool. Also, I got. Oh yeah, and also the other thing was like, also I got promoted. But he probably doesn't mention that immediately on the phone. He's just like, "Hey, just like, you know, Celestic's nice and safe right now. Maybe just please stay there for a bit."
Alright, in the interest of not getting into character as Skylar's mother, she seems still concerned, but she ends up taking your word for it and going, "Well, okay."
I bet she and Skylar probably chit-chat a little bit about how Lauma's doing afterwards, and then, you know, he says, "Oh, hey, I ran into Kayla, and Kayla's a Togepi now," and she says hi, and yada, 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 and then eventually they're like, "Okay, bye," and then hang up. But, so, like, that's all happening, like, in the distance compared to whatever Violet and Steph now get up to.
Mhm. Yeah, I completely forgot to think about something to do that wasn't the battle. So, I'm a little floundering a bit. The only thing that's coming to mind is, like, training, but I don't know if I want to do that. Since I've done kind of a lot of it.
Well, there's always reaching out to talk to an NPC,
Yeah, that is true.
although you did already do that already, but you could do more of it.
I could do more of it. I think that I think that she is going to Yeah, I think that she's going to actually reach out to some of her friends, because it's been basically since the beginning of the journey that she last spoke with them, and that's
So I think
been
about like a month and a half ish, maybe, give or take.
yeah, it's been a while, TM, and
Yeah.
just like, hey, sorry, things got very hectic and exciting. How are things? Update time. Here's what's going on with me. What's new with y'all?
Okay. Well, I am not prepared to roleplay Steph's
Fair.
friends. So
You can
I cannot have that offer much of a material benefit.
fair. Even still, we'll just say that at the very least, Steph was able to update them on things, and at a later point in time, they can update her whenever they get her messages. Life is busy, and sometimes you can't immediately respond all the time.
Topical.
Yeah.
And she will, I think, after sending those messages, I'm going to yeah, I think she will, actually. She's probably going to head over to Violet to ask for some pointers on things.
Interesting.
Oh,
Yeah.
Exciting.
So, yeah, is there anything in particular that she would be doing as Seth approaches?
Probably winding down with her Pokemon after the more friendly battle with Skylar. Kakari probably tumbled through the dust multiple times, so she
Yup.
is trying to
Yup.
brush him out. Feel like he's just happily perched in her lap, like, yes, attention.
Playing up the very cat-like nature of Shinx.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
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 But also being probably extremely unhelpful, like, okay, I need to brush your back. No, don't. Yes, you're very cute, but I need to brush you. I can't keep having my hands full scratching your head.
Cat
Would you
don't
like
care.
some help there?
Oh, sure.
Backspin, am I really quiet?
Not now, but you were in a minute.
Okay, that's probably just because I leaned back away from the mic.
Oh, yeah, that would do it.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
You on a dynamic capsule now. You got to get used to that.
Uh, yeah, but she'll sort of like hold her hands out, kind of like shifting in various ways. So like, okay, so what do you want me to do? Keep attention and pets and distraction, or brushing?
I
Yes.
feel like Kakari just butts his hands into
Oh,
butts his head into her hands and Violet's hands. So she's like, I think you might need to take the brush.
all right, got it. And she'll start helping.
Much appreciated.
Of course.
And no, Kakari totally hasn't been jealous lately about how much attention she's been giving the Larvesta. What do you mean? Is fluffy and warm, and he's just kind of watching like.
Mm,
I
Very-
feel fluffy too.
I'm fluffy too.
it's not quite the same thing, but I'm getting like Fox Nimlin and Agden kind of.
Yeah.
There's a new sibling around.
Yeah, there's a new sibling that she has been paying attention to, has had on her lap and petting, and he's. I think I did one of the trainings for him before for stealth as just kind of like stare, being sneaky and getting closer. But yes,
Yeah.
she is
And-
giving him the good attention now.
Hell yeah. And Steph will get to brushing as Kakori is getting all of the pets, all the pets that he missed, all he deserves and more with interest. But yeah,
Gets all that he rightfully deserves after he was supplanted by the usurper.
I feel like they're just joking back and forth with each other like we are right now.
Yeah. Yeah, what did Steph come to her for advice on?
Yeah. Oh, right. It's almost like realizing that she came here for a reason, and got distracted from that.
It's probably along the lines of like, not that I don't appreciate the help, but why did you come over?
Oh, yeah, right. I wanted to ask you since we've had, a lot of close encounters recently with Eclipse. Just in case we ever need to stay quiet and hidden, I was hoping, well, since you take a lot of nature photography, that I would imagine is like being sure to not be noticed by the Pokemon and startle them. So maybe if you think it's at all a translatable skill,
Well, I have been using it to avoid the grunts and stuff when we're in the area. So I guess it's
Yeah,
been
I
working
mean-
well enough so far.
yeah, it might not be a perfect one-to-one, but hey, it's...
Well, I mean, nature photography, like half of it is finding a good spot and staying in one place for a very long time, but like figuring out what those spots are and, well, more the sight lines that things have on you, that's pretty helpful.
At the very least, that part might be able to help. So is that something you'd be willing to help me with?
Sure.
Thanks.
Everyone out
Take
here
it-
learning how to be stealthy except me.
Yeah.
Is there
Violet's taken her. Well, Steph's asked if she could join in on the nature photography a couple times. Like in Faruma. So Violet's just kind of thinking it through, like, yeah, I think I could do that. Yeah.
okay? If it's all right, I'll try to join you a bit more often, and maybe I can pick a few things up by watching you.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
So I should probably learn how to do more than just hide, though. At the very least, learning how to throw a punch would probably be a good idea.
Well, now that you mention it, actually, I could help you with that.
Really?
Yeah. I mean,
Oh.
I'm not gonna win any awards for martial arts or anything. That would be Alex, but a friend of mine. But I do know a few things.
I mean, yeah, that
Where
would
we find
be
out.
really helpful.
Yeah. I can at least make sure you don't break your hand on accident.
Yeah, that would be
Oh.
appreciated. I kind of need my hands.
I forgot about that part being a legitimate concern with boxing.
Yeah. Generally, just throwing a punch, not even just boxing. If you hold
Yeah,
your
but
hand
it's
wrong, fun
yeah.
fact: do not put your thumb inside your fist.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
That's real bad, yeah.
It was real bad, yeah. This is the part where we also find out that like Steph is friends with like a pro boxer or something like that.
Yeah. I mean, there's multiple fighting type
mean,
gyms
Yes.
fucking everywhere, so
Fair.
I wouldn't be surprised. Man. That reminds me, there was a story my sister told me of. There was a girl who broke her hand at her school throwing a punch. And another girl who apparently knew how to do that was like, well, that was stupid. And the other girl was like, shut up, I'll punch you. And what, break your other hand?
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh, I love that. That's a 10 out of 10 comeback.
Yeah.
Brutal.
Break your other hand.
God, I love that.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. You help me to be stealth, and I help you throw a punch.
Be punchy.
Yeah. Sounds good. Completely off topic, but now I'm just picturing Lucia seeing the training and being like, hello, yes, I joined in.
She would.
Oh,
She would
you-
attempt to join in. Yes.
You know at some point she's going to.
Yeah.
I'm just picturing them in like little line, just kind of like punching the air, and she's so serious about it. Because we do not want to get into a fist fight with an actual Pokemon, please.
Yeah, yeah.
I think Lucia can discern the difference between fighting and training.
Yeah.
Given
Still.
that like she's done it with Skylar a couple times at this point now.
But yeah.
Yeah. And hold on. I'm just rolling a singular d6 for myself real quick to just decide whether or not.
Thing happens.
Okay, yeah. Yeah. Steph would just be kind of smiley at the concept of spending more time with her.
They train together.
Yeah.
Friends that train together don't die together. We hope.
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
shit. No, rip Skylar.
Tyler can join in.
But he's currently over there talking to his ma.
Yeah.
Skylar could use some general training.
I mean, you're not raw. Bro's had a rough go of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Training the self.
So it sounds like you guys are winding down on this day. So the day comes to a close. Your training comes to a close, and you end up settling in. Are there any more roleplay opportunities that you want this evening? While before Skylar's big day, this big ceremony.
Skylar's big day, TM. That sounds fun.
Again? Not again. Not another one.
Well, this one's
I
a
kid.
good one.
This one.
I
This
think.
one's a good
I
one. This one's big day in terms of a good one. I'm back and forth on whether or not a given thing would happen. That would be a thing that he would do. I want to pull a Zaldin. I'm gonna roll a d6. No, that does not happen on this night.
Yeah. Usually I do it as like, does this happen? Oh, it doesn't. Shame. Oh, it's a shame. I probably should do it then. That's usually how I do it. You don't have to listen to it.
No, I know, but in this instance, it's one of those things where either it happens tonight or it happens tomorrow after the actual promotion thing. In this case, it's going to happen after the actual promotion thing. I think the concept, which I'm going to justify in character, right?
If you want it to happen, it should happen now.
While you still can.
Is that the warning from the GM?
That is the GM warning. You will be disappointed.
Do it.
Do it.
Okay. At some point, afterwards, Skylar's gonna like have his whole thing with get off the phone with his mom. I think he's gonna notice. Again, I'm gonna run through the character bits and how this works. I think he's gonna notice Steph and Violet hanging out, having a good time, etc., and kind of has a moment of like, okay, they're clearly kind of in the middle of like what might be a moment. I probably don't want to bother them while that's happening. Probably takes like another like he probably takes a walk around the perimeter of the thing, and like midway through he's like, friends are supposed to talk to each other, so if I'm gonna try and be friends with Luana, I should probably talk to her. Oh yeah, I might be able to let her know that like I'm being promoted, which means I could probably use excuses to come by and say hi more often. And he'll pull out his styler and text her and be like, hey, so it turns out I'm being promoted to, I believe it was Area Ranger, was what you said, Charlie?
Yeah, that's the correct term.
That's the correct rank? Yeah.
So specifically, Area Ranger, an Area Ranger is a ranger that is not... I don't necessarily know if this is how they treat the terms in the game, but here's
Gives
how
a shit.
I
It's your
am
own campaign.
treating it.
Do it your way.
Area Ranger. So you would be a local ranger if you're assigned to a particular base and you take care of stuff within that base. Skylar has been an exception because he's just been on the road.
He wasn't prior, but now he is.
Well, yeah, and then so things have happened, and then He was more or less working while on vacation, is what most of this campaign has been. I think he
Yeah.
probably took a week off to go pick up his new Pokemon, and then a bunch of stuff.
This became very busman's holiday.
So yeah, and an area ranger is one that is not tied to any particular base, so they can be and go anywhere they are needed.
That's neat.
You would know an area ranger as you would know that area rangers are like the ground troops that are accompanying Wendy and Sven to 2 of the 3 Great Lakes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So I think he'll just ping the one and just be like, so they're promoting me. I guess I'm gonna be an area ranger now as opposed to one local to Kanalov, which means I suspect I'm gonna be traveling around a lot more. And the good news is that means that I could probably swing by and say hi more often, which is good. Yes, right? Which is good.
I love
question
the
mark?
uncertainty. I
And
love
then
the
goes,
uncertainty.
yeah, I think that's good, right? And it just goes, sorry, it's been a long day full of talking to important people. Brain's a little rattled. Don't mind me.
This is
And it
a
goes,
text
anyway, hi,
message
how
to
are
her?
you? How's your day been going? And if Violet and Steph are like watching him while he's texting away at this, they'll see him like visibly like send the message, turn, and just face palm with one hand, and just be like, ugh. And just carry on walking. He's probably got Calliope out, and he's muttering to Calliope, just being like, I don't know why I'm so bad at this. I don't know why I'm so bad at this. In person, I can interact perfectly fine. I don't know why I'm bad at this over text. I find very funny that this is like the one that's most inept with like the communicating via text or whatever is also the youngest member of the party, I believe. is a thing that we established at one point.
Yeah.
'Cause I think
Yeah.
Somehow Violet's the oldest, and she is a shaking chihuahua about this.
Yeah. I mean, hey, she is only the oldest, like, I think, like, a month or so, I think I said.
yeah, isn't it that like the 2 of y'all are playing characters that are 19 and I'm playing the only guy that's like 18?
I am also 18, but, well, not I am. Steph is.
Yeah, Steph
but
is
then
18.
Another, month or so.
Oh, right.
will
Okay, so we're
be-
like a couple months apart from each other.
Yeah.
But yeah. Either way.
Alright.
Yeah, so you have a Skylar like give the face palm, turn to Calliope, and just be like, I don't know why I'm so awkward over text. I'm gonna scare the poor girl into thinking that like, I don't know, I don't like her or something. I don't know.
Okay. You'll have to remind me to take a note of that or something. But okay.
I'll note it later. Yeah, I'll write it down.
I am gonna get some more water and also get my thoughts together for what the ceremony should look like. So I'm
Okay.
just gonna leave you here for a few minutes while I do that.
Bio break for those that need it.
Yeah. that
Oh,
too.
yeah. I will be back in a brief moment.
Aye, Captain.
Do-do-do.
Am I just bad at this? What am I doing here? What's going on? Part A goes into spot B. Am I stupid? Oh, I am stupid. These are the wrong parts.
Oh no.
There we go. Okay. How you know I haven't done this in a hot minute? Always check the frickin' part number. Fairness is also, I'm paying more attention to the campaign than the thing I'm doing to keep my hands busy in the background of the campaign. Just gonna go here for later.
Returned.
Hello.
Hello. Hola. Bonjour. Konnichiwa. However, how many other ways do I know how to say hello?
Salve.
There are probably more. I just can't remember them all right now.
Hola. I think salute is another one.
Think.
I know
With a
salutem is
T.
one in Latin.
T, not with a D, because salud is health, and it's like bless you.
Yes, the equivalent of God bless you.
Mm-hmm.
What's God got to do with it? Do it yourself, coward.
I wonder how that happened. Like the God bless you after someone sneezes kind of thing. I wonder how that started.
I mean,
Because
there's
the
been
devil and your soul coming out, or something like that. There was a lot of superstitions.
I mean, that's
Like
probably
throw
part of
salt
it. but-
over your shoulder if you spill it, so it hits the devil in the eye.
There's that too. There's on one hand there's some stuff like that, but there's also just instances of like whenever someone has like an instance of like a sneeze or something that theoretically would be an instance of sickness. It's been a thing for a long time where it's like, yes, may the higher powers of the world make you not be sick. And so I think it just mostly originated from that. And then came the thing where it's like, oh yes, the reason the gods must bless you is because if you're sneezing, then your soul may yet leave your body, and so you must be, someone should bless you if you sneeze, lest your soul leave your body or whatever. That's where I think the practice likely originated first, and I think the superstition kind of came after, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
It'd be like that whole thing where like the belief is that the tritone is like evil and signifies the devil. Well, actually, no, that's different because that's just a mistranslation of a thing from the time. So I don't think that is comparable. Actually, never mind. That's one of those whole things where I was like, really? I don't look. I know the Catholic Church can be, to put it mildly, stupid about certain things. Like, I know the Catholic Church can be really uptight about certain things. But that seems really dumb, given how often the tritone comes up in music in general, especially with all the fancy harmonies and stuff you'd have during the Baroque period. That just seems ridiculous. You'd have composers left and right being excommunicated from the church, and a whole bunch of them were known for writing music for the church. It makes no sense. That can't be real. And lo and behold, I found out it is, in fact, not real. It is someone basically saying, this thing's so fucking hard, and particularly like poetic manner, and then everyone was like, oh, they're saying the tritone actually signifies the devil in music, and so the church must abandon it at some point if that's the case, because like the church would ban things like that because of reasons.
Yeah, the church would ban a lot of weird stuff. Honestly, there's some hilarious things along the lines of just the church's official views on things like werewolves.
I forgot there were official views
Yeah,
on werewolves for a second.
Because on one hand, it can't be that there is some other force allowing them to do that. But on the other hand, all things are possible through God. But on the other hand, it's not that they're really turning physically into wolves. It's just a mass hallucination.
I forgot that's actually it.
Yeah. And then there was a guy that, like, went on trial, and he's like, yes, I am a werewolf, but I am a warrior of God, TM. And I think that they're just like, that's cool, but that's really not relevant to why we called you here today.
There's some really weird trials in the olden days.
Yeah.
And, like, there's the famous ones that everyone knows, which is, like, the Cadaver Synod and all the things that happen around that. But
You
then there's
say
stuff
everyone knows. I have no idea what you were talking about.
You don't know about the Cadaver Synod? Okay, well, okay,
No.
correction. People tend to know about it, but they don't always necessarily know it by its name. This is the one wherein this was the whole argument between a couple different popes. There was an individual that was pope at the time, and he was like a political enemy of man, Crash Course History and Wendigang. Wendigang? I think it was Wendigang. I forget the exact name of the YouTube channel. But I remember there was a little bit of drama because they came out with videos within like a week of each other on the same topic, and everyone was like, Crash Course copied this one guy, and I was like, guys, those are produced months in advance. It's just bad timing. But that can probably go into this more than I can recall it off the top of my head. But there was two guys that were political enemies, and one of them was Pope and excommunicated the other, maybe, I think, and then that guy got unexcommunicated at some point in between everything, and then the new guy got made Pope, and he dug up the corpse. He exhumed the corpse of the previous Pope and put him in a chair and put him on trial, and like there was like a deacon or something like that behind the chair or whatever that was like speaking for the Pope in like a fully scripted way. It's like it was a whole thing, and even people of the time were like, guys, this is fucking weird. What are we doing here? And,
I remember this now.
It's a whole thing, and you know, they eventually, I forget what they did afterwards, but it's one of those things where everyone was like, yeah, you remember that part where like the church was like kind of mildly insane during the Middle Ages? This is part of it. This is probably one of the symptoms of that. And boy, were they correct. It was a whole thing. Okay, that's got me covered. I don't have to worry about that. I just worry about this. Shoot.
Okay.
So yeah, like I said, church during the Middle Ages, very weird.
Very.
Because you get all the weird nonsense that you get with the Borgias for a while, and then you get like all the nonsense surrounding the Holy Roman Empire and the Crusades, and who's like, Crusades, yes, and other ones that are like, but Crusades, no, and then some that are like, Crusades, maybe, and some are like, Crusades, yes, under certain circumstances, but like, what are you doing over the fuck there, sir? I guess that's a crusade, but we didn't say it was a crusade, like that sort of thing during all those times. And you have it leading up to like the Spanish Inquisition and stuff like that, when things start getting really dark. Like it's yeah. Catholic Church has a long, complicated, messy, and dark history, unfortunately. But then again, that's kind of the nature of institutions with humans in it. When you have one that exists for, you know, however long, is inevitably human things happen.
Yeah. Humans are complicated and messy. Makes sense that institutions that last a long time would similarly have
complicated and messy
messy times. Yeah, lots of ups and downs.
The longer you last, the more likely you are to fall flat on your face. at
Or
some
even just,
point
like,
or another.
There's also some of
Yeah.
it that's just like the longer you last, the more ups and downs you have as a function
Exactly.
of time. That's the only thing that's certain.
Yeah.
But you have to admit, some of the times are pretty fucking funny.
Yeah, in retrospect, you can sit there and be like there's a certain amount of like being able to look back and be like, yeah, was that fucked up or what?
Yeah. Case in point, the trial of the corpse.
The cadaver synod. Yeah. You can sit there and be like, this is fucked up, but you can also sit there and be like, it's fucked up, but also like it's been long enough that we can sit there and be like, that's kind of funny, actually, maybe a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know? Like, oh, I never explained when during the one shot that we did why the thing that Anzi and I had to solve was the Nelson Rockefeller scandal from the 1960s, but with lesbians. And this is one of those instances where you can look back on it and kind of be like, that's fucked up from back then, but also it's kind of funny, which is one of the so mind you, the political landscape back in the 1960s looked very different, right?
Mm-hmm.
The Democrat and Republican parties weren't necessarily hyper ideological, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yet, asterisk. The next election kind of solidifies the Republican Party as like a conservative ideology party, not necessarily in.
How did we get here again?
Oh, because I pointed out that there's a thing where we can point and laugh at stuff in the past, and I wanted to explain the way that the thing that we. Oh well, Charlie's back, so never mind. I'll explain it after the session.
Alrighty, sounds good.
Just trust me, there's context to what I was about to go into.
Wow.
Wow.
Wah? I haven't played Wah in a while.
Wow.
Love Wah.
My
That's
mic was
favorite.
off. Hi.
Oh,
I was literally just
See, I'm
about
not the
to
only person it can happen to now.
I was literally just about to say, are you muted or? Oh wait, I saw a light up. I saw a breathing noise.
Yeah. Sorry about that. I did not actually
It's-
think about what Skylar's graduation ceremony is gonna look like.
Well, I already had a graduation
No
ceremony.
way.
I assume it's something along the lines of like there are a bunch of people lined up there, and Irma, I don't know, pins a thing to Skylar's uniform or something like that.
Yeah, more or
You
less.
get a new jacket or something. You gotta do a more complicated flip.
No, he's already picked his. He's already picked his flip. He's stuck with that flip for life. He doesn't get to change.
Oh, that's gonna be really funny because there's gonna be that point where Skylar like has that immediate realization of, oh no, I have to nail the flip in front of all of these people, and also I have to do the flip in front of all of these people. Why did I do this? And so there's a. Given that I think Violet and Steph are probably like back in the crowd somewhere, there's a point where he has to do the salute for Irma.
For Irma.
You just, you see a brief moment of like panic, and then a brief moment where you can clearly tell that he's like, "Damn you, Monty," and then takes a step back and does the flip. I think he.
Damn you, Monty. What's Monty got to do with it?
He lost a bet.
Oh, he
with
was the one
Monty.
he made the bet
Yeah, he's
with.
the one that he lost the bet with. Yeah. Charlie, give me an athletics target to hit.
Athletics. I mean,
Oh wait, I don't have athletics. I'd have to do.
Oh,
This have to be
God.
a dexterity. This would have to be a
In
dexterity
front of
roll.
everybody?
I want to see how. Like, I don't think he's gonna biff it, but I want to see how close it comes to like him noticeably almost not landing it.
I mean, look, mechanically, this is your ranger pose. You can't biff it.
Oh, okay.
There's magic involved here. You have to.
Well, it's a good thing I rolled 2
You are-
successes anyways.
The magic of storytelling. You do a great flip.
You are.
I do. Unironically, I rolled a 6 and a 5. So
You are not just contractually obligated, but causality itself obligates you to do a flip.
Arceus was like, ah.
Well, yeah, the
You
Ranger
pick the
Union
thing
is
and you
the
will not
Ranger
flip.
Union is backed by Arceus.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, didn't you know this? That's what I signed my soul away to, and
Thanks, Big A.
and forever.
Don't call him that.
As soon as I said it, I regretted it. I'm never
Hey,
gonna do that again.
That's so stupid, but so funny for a different reason I will explain after the session.
Anyway, yes, you do the flip. Steph is impressed.
You do the flip. Irma probably pins another badge, a badge into your thing. She hands you a new styler. This one's got a slightly tougher shell, slightly more armored.
Ooh.
It can now take 2 hits.
Even better than nothing.
Yeah, no, I know. The question I'm about to have is is this just automatically synced up to the thing he's got on his wrist, or is it a full new system that'll have to transfer all his old data from?
No, for the new system, for the actual wrist mount, it's new, it's just a new software patch that gives you
Gotcha,
access
so he doesn't
to
have
the
to,
Area Ranger features.
Gotcha. So he doesn't
You
have
have
to
a built-in map and GPS now.
There's a little bit of him ooh and over that for a bit. Before
Yeah, you get a couple new toys. But no, she hands you the new top thing,
Gotcha.
which you can slot into your wrist device, and it will just it's like pairing a new Wiimote.
Yeah.
Ding.
Oh god, how many people are not going to get that reference by now? Oh god. Anyway, sorry, progression of time. Continue on.
Yes, the horror of chronological time.
So yeah, I bet all of that happens, and at some point it's just cool, you're an area ranger now. Congratulations.
Yeah, so she gives you she pins she gives you the new styler. And just as she does, you're probably in the control room up here, where the operators are monitoring some of the activity. You can see the dots on this screen over here. You can see the dots that represent the Great Lakes of Sinnoh. As you where'd my folder go?
Oh, whoa.
No, that's wrong.
I was about to be oh no. I'm already oh no because we're changing playlists, but oh lovely.
Oh.
Just see one word on the playlist thing and it's just panic dot VLC playlist file extension. It's oh no.
there's a big like blip that shows up in hold on. I could probably pull up the map.
Call back to an earlier flub in in the previous session. Are we going to Little Root Town?
I don't think we're in Little Root Town anymore, Toto.
I think we're in
I
Hoenn
do
no
not
more, Dorothy.
I don't have a map of. Okay. I want a map of Sinnoh that looks like the map of Almia. That'll do. Where's this? It's in documents. Tabletop stuff. Where?
Pokemon
Pokemon.
TTRPG. Right there.
There we go. Okay. Now we can pull this up. Open. And... yeah, so Irma notices this going on. She turns around, and Rhythmy, one of the operators, turns around to look at Irma and is like, "Hey, there's a weird energy signature coming from the top of Mount Coronet. We've never seen anything like that before."
Again?
I think the both of you see Skylar visibly like freeze up in panic. And like he's like that for like a couple seconds where he's like, what happened? What's going on?
Well, that's a good question. I haven't seen something like this before, but I also wasn't looking at this at Sinnoh 5 years ago. Well, normally I'd send Sven or Wendy to check this out, but
ma'am, all due respect, that's
looks at you.
right next to my home. That's right next to my home. I need to see what's there in order to make sure that like my parents are are a stone's throw distance from Mount Coronet on that map. I will go. I volunteer to go.
Understood. I don't want to send you alone, but you're all we have right now. Hopefully it's nothing too crazy. It's just an energy signature after all. Could be nothing, but it might not be nothing.
I have a really bad feeling about this.
She's going to reach into her pocket, and she's going to hand you a set of monorail tickets. She's like, "This will get you back into Sinnoh faster."
Oh, okay.
You'll be able to take the monorail right
Okay.
to the base of Mount Coronet. The station's just down, and she gives you directions to where the monorail
Yeah.
station is from the Ranger Union.
Yeah, Skylar will turn to the other two and say, are you two coming as well, or are you gonna stay here? I don't blame you if you don't want to be around for this one. This one's gonna be messy. I get the general feeling that whatever this is gonna be weird. Mount Coronet's not exactly a normal place in the middle of Sinnoh anymore.
Yeah, but the alternative is you going alone.
If I can help, I will.
Okay, come on, let's get moving. I told Luana we'd swing by before we visited, and now I'm gonna have to tell her that we got called into Sinnoh straight away. Okay, well, either way, we can't leave this going. Let's go. Arma gave us directions. Let's go.
All right. Arma is
he's
give you. Arma has assigned you a mission. Your Skylar, your Styler beeps with the standard mission get. Hang on.
Nice.
Wait, hold on. Do I have that jingle? P.
If not, we need to get it soon.
Pokemon. Pokemon Ranger Shadows of Sinnoh. Red Gem mission? Is this it? Nope. Crisis call to action. I don't think I have the jingle.
Unfortunate. We can find it later.
Oh well. All right. Okay, so yeah, you have just been handed some monorail tickets. I do have more prep to do to actually finish out Mount Coronet, so we'll have to finish out the session early tonight, after probably a bit more roleplay while you guys are riding the monorail, but hopefully it will be worth it, and I will have a good few sessions to close out Act 1 for you guys.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
I think like we get onto the monorail, and you like Skylar just leans against the wall and just is like covering his hand with his face. Sorry, covering his face with his hand. I can words. And is just like generally not looking super good. Like he's kind of like visibly tense right now.
Understandable, my dude.
After like a few minutes, she just goes, "Fucking, of course this would happen as soon as I tell him to stay fucking put."
Oh no.
We don't know what's happening, Skylar. It might be something, yeah, it probably is something, but we don't know what that something is.
That's what scares me. It's Mount Coronet. There are a million different legends surrounding the place. It could be any number of different things, and I don't know what Eclipse is planning in this instance. I don't know what's happening, what's going on. I don't know, like, they could be trying to go after any number of different things there, and that's the thing that scares me, is we don't know what it is, and as a result, I'm not sure what we're going to be walking into, and I don't know what the consequences are going to be.
You also don't know that Team Eclipse is responsible.
Is it possible that
I think Skylar at this point suspects that it is.
I mean, if he was separate from the... Maybe he's using every ranger going off on their own to stop the other ones to make a move there. Or maybe it's something completely unconnected. I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know.
The two of them are both just anxiety.
Yeah.
Don't know.
I think this is the closest we've seen. I think this is the closest you two at least have seen Skylar
Skylar
to
being
like
rattled is not very common, no.
yeah,
Yeah.
this is like and he's not doing super hot right now. Um
We've seen him pissed, but not.
yeah, like you've seen him
Yeah.
angry in like 2 or 3 different situations, and you probably just got over seeing him at his angriest the previous day. But like right now, yeah, this is there's a certain point where he pulls out his styler and like pings Luana just like, hey, so something's gone wrong at Mount Coronet. I am racing on my way there at assignment from on the monorail just to check and make sure that everything's okay. I know I said I'd poke my head in and say hi again before we left for Almia. I'm sorry that that's not happening, but I have family, like my family is out there, my parents are out there. I have to make sure that this, whatever this is, can't hurt them. I'll swing back by another time soon, I promise. And just sends off that text, and then like, is the rest of the ride is him like, is this one of those monorails where like it's mostly like you're standing, and like there are some seats like it's like sort of like an above ground subway kind of setup?
Yeah.
Yeah, then the rest of this is just him like pacing.
I mean, you guys can sit down if you want. There's seats. There's probably not a lot of standing room, but yeah.
Yeah, either way,
It's like
Skylar's.
it's like the commuter rail.
You gotcha. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I think that Steph is going to try to help keep him calm a little bit. Like, all right, we're on our way. We'll figure this out. And with going on the monorail, we'll be there fast enough that we can do something about it, whatever it is.
Hope so. I swear, if all this was a ploy just to make sure that they could do something right in the middle of Mount Coronet while everyone else is elsewhere, like I'm gonna sock Owen in the jaw next time I meet him, if that's the case.
I don't know if it is. Is it bad that I kind of want to believe him? That he's trying to do good in this?
No, I understand what you mean. I want to believe that he and Monty are good people.
I think,
in shitty situations.
yeah, Skylar, I think pauses, just turns to look at Steph and says, What did you get off of him while he was here? You want to believe it? Was that because
I didn't get anything from him. And I don't mean that as in I couldn't read him. I mean that I didn't even try to. I just want to believe him.
Hope that you're right. don't like this. I don't like being cynical. But one too many revelations in the short amount of time will kind of force that on you, I suppose. We'll have to see what's actually happening. Technically, we don't even know if it is Team Eclipse. For all we know, it could be something that's just choosing... actually, for all we know, it could be something that because of the threats at the lakes, this could be something emerging to respond to that threat on its own. There are a bunch of different stories about the place. It wouldn't surprise me if something like that were happening as well. And you can like, Steph kind of got the ball rolling on like, okay, you know, try and think through this. Maybe it's not all bad. And like, he's still clearly rattled, but he's not like panicking nearly as much. You can see that like the mental gears have gotten
shifted
spun up
to...
as opposed to being like locked up, and as a result, he's like starting to be like, okay, like, what can it be? How might we end up responding to it when we get there? What are we looking for when we get there? Etc. Etc. Etc.
Yeah. I think after that, and he seems to be like, maybe not good, but at least better. She'll...
He's not actively panicking anymore.
Yeah. I think after getting him to be a little bit better, she's going to
panic herself. That's something that Violet would do. That's something Violet would do, not Steph.
Yeah, she could, but she's not quite going to. She's
Yet.
Panic party.
Yeah. But speaking of Violet, she is actually going to is Violet like sitting, standing, pacing, doing anything?
Hovering.
Yeah.
Just a few inches off the floor.
Would feel like that'd be more Steph's thing than Violet's thing, but yeah, fair enough.
But yeah, she's gonna stand by her and be like, there for support if needed, and like, kind of a, how do I phrase?
It's, for me, my brain is just, it's the equivalent of golden retriever emotional support animal for a cheetah right now.
Honestly, kinda, yeah.
Okay.
God, that's a fun dynamic. I love that. I love that description.
New ship dynamic just dropped.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Not incorrect. Not incorrect.
Not
probably
incorrect,
just like
indeed.
Probably just like offering a hand to her. Whether I don't would she? Yeah, no, probably just offering a hand. I was thinking like a hand on the shoulder, but nah, just an open hand.
I don't think Violet is the type, but the impulse of my brain is just kind of like, hold hand out, put the face in hand.
For a minute there, I thought you were gonna say she was gonna hold Steph's hand.
No, that's the normal reaction. Friends hold
Absolutely
hands,
disgusting.
it's nice.
Absolutely
Friends
disgusting.
hold hands, it's nice.
Yeah.
Show affection to your friends, you coward.
Absolute degenerate behavior. I am kidding, of course.
Mhm.
I had a thought and then I lost it.
Mood.
Yeah, same.
Oh, you know what? I think Skylar's got it. Like, there's a certain point where how you can tell Skylar's kind of like, shifted mental mindsets is he's pulled out his notebook and he's currently starting to just like flip through it a little bit, flip through some of the notes that he's got concerning just all the varying different things that are currently going on. It's just like, again, it's like, oh, there are all these like myths and legends surrounding Mount Coronet, and he's just flipping through whatever he's got that can tell him anything about what they might be walking into, and is trying to figure out how to be like his brain's gone from like panic into like go mode to a degree.
Yeah, he's locked the fuck in.
But instead of being in go mode from like his ranger training, he's now tapping into like that lore keeper side of his brain that like he started at back when he was like 9, 10 or whatever, and like was learning from his mom up until he was like 13, 14ish. And he's just like, okay, sort through what all the information's here, try and figure out like possibility things. He's building out the like flow chart in his head of like, okay, what how do we respond to this? If it's this, is it this, then it's probably this. If it's not this, then it's probably this. If it's this, then it's this. If it's this, then it's, and just building out the flow chart of like, how do we react to it?
Mm-hmm. Oh, that also does remind me, speaking of Lorekeeper things.
Oh.
But, by the way, Skylar?
He like takes us like looks up, and it's like you've snapped him out of some kind of like trance of some kind. He's like, yeah.
Sorry, did I interrupt something?
Probably not anything important. What's up? Don't worry about it too much. What's
Sorry. I thought it'd be relevant to say. Actually, this might be something for both of you. Maybe one of you knows something I don't. Earlier, the other day, I asked Murph if I could see his pendant, and I tried meditating with it. And I actually got something, I think.
Well, that's news. What did you see?
It was this castle. It was... Actually, was the snow and ice mentioned in the thing, or is that...
I believe there was also the Lucario mention.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, the strange bipedal blue figure.
The thing that we can't confirm is a Lucario, but it's almost definitely Lucario, because what we saw was almost certainly that one Lucario sprite.
There were 3 people, standing in front of the castle. Two of them
on all of this.
2 of them left, but the third one stayed. And I got this sense, this feeling of determination, having a motivation, a purpose to do something.
What kind of thing? Do you know, or is it?
I
vague.
don't. I just got that. All I got was the determination and motivation, some kind
Okay,
of
sense of purpose.
purpose.
He goes back to he like looks back down his notebook, and you can he just sense of purpose.
There is also a. I think I saw a Pokemon. It was fuzzy, hazy. I couldn't really see clearly, but it looked kind of like a Lucario, I think.
Skylar stops and looks at him and says, "A Lucario?"
I think. I don't know. It was bipedal. It had. I think it had the little spikes on the back of its hands.
Hmm. And where did you seem to? Could you tell where the castle was situated in terms of like what its environment was like?
Murph said that his dad got the pendant from somewhere up near Almia Castle in Hia Valley to the northeast, I think. A snowy region. Northwest. East? West. This is me having trouble with directions, not Steph.
Northwest.
Northwest.
Northeast.
Northwest.
Yeah, that damn it, you beat me to it. Interesting. I don't know if Lucario are native to that region. Okay, there's research to
Well,
be done there.
And something else. The three figures didn't really do much in the vision, but they feel important, and maybe those three people had their own three pendants or something.
Okay, I mean that would make sense if you got the vision from the pendant and the individuals that are linked to the pendant.
Yeah, and maybe when we have a quieter moment, I can maybe try with yours later.
I think that's a good idea. The more information we can get out of these, the better. Whatever the hell's about to go on and whatever the hell's currently happening, I think is it's better to end up in going into it with more information instead of less, and
Yeah.
it would be a good idea to have more information. Yeah, it just makes sense to have that be a thing. The second we get this all settled down, we should have you sit down with my pendant and see what you can find.
Okay.
You know, and he looks down at his pendant. He says, "You know, I never really knew what exactly this was. I always just assumed it was a ruby. Is it maybe something else? Maybe I should have had Rourke look at this too. If we end up swinging back through Orberg, maybe I'll ask him about it. But we'll.
I mean, we'll have a good opportunity to do that since we'll be at Mount Coronet. I mean, depending on where we end up by the end, it shouldn't be that far of a walk.
There are many trails downwards once we get to the top, so that's true. We can more or less pick on which side of the mountain we want to come out of. Oh boy. All right. Yeah. So we'll add that to the list of things to go off of. The thing that worries me is I don't know where all this fits. Like, what's happening? What's Eclipse got to do with this? What? Like, what's gonna become of everything? I don't. Shite. I wish we had Cynthia here. Cynthia's the better researcher than I am. But Okay. We'll add that to the list, and we'll see what we can end up doing. If we can, maybe if we end up going back to Olmia after all of this, I think maybe we swing by via boats again. That way we can swing down into Orberg. We can talk to Rourke real quick, and we can also stop by the library in Kanalov and do some digging. It feels like a lot of things are starting to come together, and I'd prefer if we could just see if we could find anything else, any extra knowledge to arm ourselves with. Because so far we've only got to go off of your visions and most of what I have off the top of my head, which isn't necessarily bad. I mean, I've got enough. He like does the like little knock notion on the top of his head, and he's like, I've got enough in here to be at least somewhat useful. But at the same time, if it's only what's in my head, there's a lot I also know I don't know.
Well, always
One
learning.
thing. True enough. Let's. All right. One thing at a time. We get there, we figure out what's going on, and we triage whatever's happening, and then we can start on that next afterwards. I just hope that this doesn't go too sideways. I know by saying that I feel like I've jinxed it already, but still.
Well, if it gets jinxed, then I'll just have to unjinx it.
I don't know if that's how it works.
I'm going to choose to believe that it is, because I would dislike all the alternatives.
Then we'll overcome it despite that.
We're gonna have to try no matter what. The alternative is we don't do anything, and then if it is something bad, then it just happens anyways, and I'd rather not stick my head into the sand.
Exactly. We'll get this done. We'll get through it.
Yep.
If it's something bad, we'll stop it. If it's something good, then we might we might help. We'll definitely investigate, no matter what it is. And we'll get through this. We got through everything else before. Let's keep the streak going.
I do like your optimism. I hope I can find my way back to mine over the course of the next couple hours.
You will.
Is this one of the trains that has the like a dining car or something, or are we just gonna have to wait until we get to the base there? Because I could really use a drink of water.
Yes, the monorail does have a dining car. It is one of the fancy trains.
Hell yeah.
That's the reason why it's so expensive.
Is that included in? Here's the important part. How much money am I gonna have to burn for Skylar to get like a thing of fancy water?
None, because if I have to think about money for human food in this role-playing system, I'm gonna pull my hair out.
Well, we could just say it's included in the ticket.
I am not managing that.
We can just say it's included in the ticket. That's
yeah.
Realistically,
easy.
It wouldn't be. But I don't want to manage it, so sure.
This is the Pokemon world. We can easily hand wave that it's just slightly better than our world, where the rail cars have to charge
Complimentary
money.
water drinks.
Yeah, we can say that this isn't like our world, wherein the train companies have to charge for stuff on the trains, because if they don't, then they fail to make as much money as they need to in order to like run and be profitable. So yeah, Skylar. There's a point. Skylar like walks off, and you see him come back from the water car. He's got a water bottle in hand. He's already drained the like top third of it. And then at a certain point, I think he just goes back to his notebook. He's back in like, oh, I gotta figure out what might be happening, and the flowchart crafting continues.
Right.
All right. Well, if that is... If nobody has any more roleplay to do, then I think that's where we leave for tonight. It's a little bit early, but if I had time, there would have been a combat.
All right.
No worries.
I did not have time.
Is all fine.
Yeah.
Next week, I will not be running.
Okay.
The week after.
Oh yeah, that's true. I didn't think about that.
The week
both of us
after-
are not going to be available. That
The week after, I'm gonna knock your socks off with how good that session is. Don't quote me.
Hell yeah.
Don't quote me on that. If the session in 2 weeks is not good, I didn't say that.
I will appreciate the sentiment nonetheless.
All right, cool. I'm going to stop the streaming, and I'm going to stop the streaming.